to transition into death. You feel your eyes begin to get heavy. You fall deeper and deeper into a trance. Your body becomes weightless as your heart begins to slow down. Do not be afraid. You are at rest. You fall deeper and deeper. Your soul begins to separate from your body. You begin to feel the warmth of fire. This is the arrival to your final destination. Welcome to eternal damnation. You are now entering hell.
Trapped inside the depths of What is up, you guys? Sinister Classic here, and we're here to talk some wrestling news today. How we doing in the chat? I see we got 3 strong. Hopefully you guys got advantage of those emotes so we can show off that too sweet party. Still waiting on Twitch's approval for my new ones, because you know how Twitch is a bunch of sorry pansies sometimes, but hey, it is what it is. We're also on YouTube too, in case you guys want to go there. Miss Sinister here with us. She's building another set of Legos. Last night she completed the other ones. She stayed up to 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on with this news, man. I guess we could start off with Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's sleeping with too many fucking porn stars. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Dude's been suspended because something came up in his system. We obviously all know what it is. We're not stupid. That's what happens when you're young, dumb, making lots of money. You're on the road and shit. You're hanging out with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, and they're probably the ringleaders in it all, but, you know, he was the one who got caught. You good?
I lost my spot.
But yeah, apparently Matt Riddle, some people are saying he's in rehab, some aren't. He is in rehab. He's trying to get his shit together. But if he doesn't get it together, the next time that he, you know, fails a drug test or something comes out that he's just not doing what he's supposed to, dude's likely to get fired because they're not putting up with it. He's not a Roman Reigns. He's not a Sami Zayn. He's not somebody really important to them now. But he could be, as long as he, you know, gets his shit together. You know, cocaine is a hell of a drug, man. And when you're out here combining that with porn stars, like, it's not that good. It's not a good look. But it makes no sense because he's out here fucking porn stars and making money and shit when they turned around and fired Mandy for what she was doing. Ain't that something? But,
Well, yeah,
because she's a woman.
well, not only that, but they're not making money for...
Yeah.
Or she's not making money for them. She's making money for herself. He's probably trying to light up a little bit more.
Yeah, I could. 1 second, you guys.
There we go.
But yeah, pretty much he's in the same hole Jeff Hardy was. Let's see if he can do better. Speaking of Jeff Hardy, he's got his court date postponed to January, so hopefully things are looking good for him because with as much trouble as he's been in, man, I'm surprised he's not in prison. We love the guy, but like I said with Riddle, they got to get their shit together. They have to get their shit together. Otherwise, they're not going to be around that long. Let's talk about somebody else who's in somewhat of a rehab. Big E. Big E's still in rehab, you know, trying to get better for his broken fucking neck. There's no telling if he's going to come back to wrestling because it was a really bad injury that he suffered. He gave an interview. We should know more by March time because that's when his next evaluation is. But like I said, man, there's no telling if he's going to come back from a broken neck. Steve Austin could barely come back from a broken neck. And Big E's got a lot more size compared to Austin. But, you know, hopefully if everything's going good by March, we could possibly see him back in some kind of manager role for the New Day around summer or something like that. But hopeful that he makes a good recovery and he's able to get back in that ring. But, you know, that shit could be scary. Very fucking scary, man. It's no joke to fucking play around with that shit, especially a broken neck, because just like Edge, if he were to do one bad move, something go wrong in that ring, he could die. They could basically die. But let's just hope that Big E has a very good recovery and he's able to get back in, like, somehow. Let's see. For some fucking reason, I don't know why he's in the news again. Alberto Del Rio. He's trying to get back into WWE, and he's trying to make it seem like there's talks, but there's really not talks because, you know, Triple H doesn't want anything to do with the guy. But, you know, he's got to be relevant, you know. If he wasn't kidnapping Paige or beating the shit out of her or, you know. He's a crazy fucking man. He's always in the news for some bullshit. But he's not on his way back, so if anybody thinks that he is, he's not. There's no way they're going to let him in the company. Let's see. What else we got in our notes? MVP. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Raw the past couple of weeks, but Bobby Lashley was fired. He's not really fired. It's just storyline fired. He was fired, though.
I was about to say, about time.
Who?
You said Bobby Lashley. He's been wrestling for, like, ever. It's about... Like,
yeah, but he's fucking good at what he does.
Yeah.
But they kayfabe fired him. What I think is happening, if you haven't been paying attention to Raw the past couple of weeks, MVP has been wanting to talk to Adam Pearce about him. I think MVP at some point is going to get the Hurt Business back together. Now, whether they bring Omos in with it, there's no telling. I don't think he needs to be a wrestler. If anything, he could be like a heavy hand or an enforcer for the group. But as far as being in the Hurt business as a wrestler, Omos just doesn't. They need to send him back down to NXT and figure something else out for the guy because he's just not cutting it, man. He's really not. But let's hope MVP can get them back together because MVP, when he first formed them, was great. But since it was under Vince McMahon, they were just a jobber group to whoever was going up against Bobby Lashley, this past year. And they got, broken up 3-4 fucking times. So let's hope this time around they can actually do good on the group because the Hurt Business was a great faction. Shelton Benjamin and who's it, Cedric Alexander. Them two in the tag team division, that could be great. Bobby Lashley and MVP leading them, even better. But like I said, let's hope we can get that back together and do the Hurt Business some justice because they fucking need it. They really need it. Let's see. MVP getting them back together. Matt Cardona. If you guys haven't been paying attention, I don't watch Impact Wrestling. I don't know who the fuck does anymore. But Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green are possibly on their way back to WWE, which in my opinion is not the best thing just because everybody that Triple H has basically brought back, except for like Bray Wyatt and that's pretty much it, except for Jonah, who just came back like last week. But dude, to be honest with you, Triple H just hasn't. It's not even his fault. The talent themselves just haven't been performing as well as they should, and it's underwhelming for Triple H. Hercules, what is up, fam? How you doing? We're in here doing the news, the wrestling news, and probably afterwards we'll get Miss Sinister on Red Dead Redemption for the first time.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. But yeah, man, Matt Cardona and his wife, they might be returning. Like I said, Triple H, he's brought a lot of people back, but a lot of them are just not performing the way they need to. Which, when you think about it, Vince McMahon fired all these people, and Triple H just thought it was just to do it because he made them in NXT, and now Vince McMahon is trying to make them on the main roster. And now that Vince is gone and Triple H is trying to, have control over the company, do the things that he wants to his way, he's probably seeing that it's not that easy as he thought it was. Because, like I said, Damage Control haven't been doing anything. They haven't made a mark on nothing. They haven't fucking done anything since SummerSlam to, the shirt. Yeah, she's got the shirt on while she's doing the Legos of Central Peak. Do you want to show them real quick? Perk.
1 second. Let me get my pieces together here.
She's something else. But no, last night she finished the Office Lego set, and now she's doing the Friends Lego set tonight. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't even get the box.
She can't even get the box. But yeah, Miss Sinister got a lot for Christmas, you guys.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Oh, if you can see it with that glare from the light.
Yeah, they can see it. But like I said, returns for WWE, Damage Control has not been good. Karrion Kross, I love the guy, but his gimmick has not been the best. People like, God, I don't even. That's how you know they haven't made a statement because I can't even remember who all the fuck has come back. Tegan Nox came back out of nowhere. People didn't know shit about it. She's jealous. Yeah. Yeah, she got spoiled this year for Christmas, you guys. Had to do it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little spoiled ass. Thanks, pal. Now I need to go buy one. Hey.
They have the apartment building.
Yeah, they've got the 2 apartments. $150, man, at fucking Target. Can you believe that shit? It's crazy.
I'm gonna get it one of these days.
One of these days. But, like I said, the returns just haven't been the best for WWE at the moment. And not only that, but people who are wanting everybody from AEW to go back to WWE, it can't happen because Triple H is going to have the same problem where he has too many fucking talents on his hands and not enough TV time. You got people like Hit Row out there who are flopping every fucking week. All right, you got Damage Control who are flopping every week. Y'all just lost Sasha because y'all thought she hit her peak and that she wasn't worth the money that Becky Lynch is getting or Ronda's getting or Charlotte's getting.
Ugh, Ronda needs to go.
Yep, just got hit in the head, LOL. Uh-oh, starting problems for the Hercules household. But, yeah, it's ridiculous because you got a good mind like Triple H, but I still feel like they're not where they need to be. Where as he was in NXT, he had that shit down packed. Right now, I think he's struggling to get it under the creative that he wants, just because of sponsors and shit like that. And then you got people talking shit that Vince McMahon is trying to come back, which it's not going to happen, because if it happens, man, it's going to kill that roster. Those people are never going to trust that company. But yeah, Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green possibly on their way. We might see them in the Royal Rumble along with a lot of other people, because there are a lot of other people that are supposed to show up in the Rumble this year. So there's that. But yeah, Miss Hercules, try not to hurt him too much, all right? He's doing what he can. Let's see what else we got. Mandy Rose became a fucking millionaire yesterday. Whoop whoop, good for her. Like I said, the company doing that, it was a stupid decision. She knew what she was doing. She knew she wasn't allowed to do that kind of stuff, but she said, fuck it, I'm making more money doing it. Might as well quit this fake wrestling shit and go off.
And you get to be your own boss.
And you get to be your own boss. Isn't that fun, man? That's what I can't wait for to happen on this channel, is the day that I'm able to just wake up, come here, chill with you guys, and not have to go work my ass off and bust my ass like a slave for somebody else who sits on their ass all goddamn day. That's what I try to tell her every day, but it is what it is. But yeah, Mandy Rose, millionaire within a month, which is fucking crazy. I think her salary for NXT was $250,000 a year. She made that in a week. And then she turned around and made $500, and now she's a millionaire. So good for her.
Well, that's what happens when you have the strong following, and a lot of them, are kind of nerdy, and they're like, "Oh, tits and ass. Yeah, I'll pay for that."
Yeah. Which apparently she's not even doing that. Somebody said like she did a pose in the shower with her husband, but you can't see anything, and that's why they fired her. So it's like, if you can't see anything,
that's what a lot of them bitches do,
right? Like,
because they know that they can make a lot of money off of it because they have such a strong following, and people are gonna pay to see it anyways. They don't even have to show nothing off.
For real. And as you guys know, y'all see Miro in the background. We'll get to him in a little bit, but we always choose one superstar for our podcast. So first it was Moxley, then it was the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Now we got Miro for the third episode. But yeah. Yay for Mandy Rose and telling WWE to go fuck themselves. Someone also made the joke. It's like, how did they find out about it? Wasn't somebody, paying for her page and watching this shit the whole time? It's like, yeah, they had to have been fucking watching it to fucking see what she had posted to turn around and then fire her, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see. Okay.
I guess they can't really get in trouble for doing that, because
it's like if I went to my boss and was like, hey, I just found Susan's Only page, you guys need to fire her. It's like, okay. And then you're showing them, but it's like, okay, we see you subscribed like 3 months ago, why are you just not telling us about this? It's like, oh, well, you know, things happen.
Well, because the bitch pissed me off.
Yeah, the bitch pissed me off today, so now I'm telling you about it. So that's probably what happened with Mandy Rose. There's no telling, but dude, fuck it.
They can't even, they can't get mad at somebody for, telling them about it, because, you can't, it's not like they can fire you for watching porn.
Yeah, so, but, in other news, speaking of the Royal Rumble, we just talked about the Royal Rumble a second ago. It's being said that there's supposed to be a Hell in a Cell match to take place at Rumble, which I think is going to end up being Edge versus Finn Balor. Because that's probably the only way that you can end this rivalry they've been having for like the past year and a half. It's been going on too long, and I just feel like if you're going to end it, do it in the fucking Hell in a Cell, because that's the best way to do it. You got Judgment Day that he created, and now he wants to destroy them after what they did to his wife at the last pay-per-view. I think it was Extreme Rules when they did the angle with Beth Phoenix. But yeah, I think the only way to end it, like, completely, Hell in a Cell. That would be the way to fucking do it. Because they are advertising at Hell in a Cell for the Rumble. And they are advertising the fact that Finn Balor is supposed to be a Demon Balor that night. He's supposed to have his demon gimmick. And Edge is coming back. So it just all goes... It just all plans out itself, you know? It's easy. Easy fucking writing. Just do it. Edge, he's been on a limited date for his contract since he came back. He's supposed to do like 25 appearances a month or whatever, or a year. I'm not sure what the fucking contract is, but he's done more than that, only because if people don't remember, he did get injured the first couple of months when he got back. I think Randy Orton injured him, so they probably ended up freezing his contract. That's why he's been doing a lot more than what he's supposed to do, but apparently, from what Edge has said himself, he plans to retire next year in the summer, which is really going to suck, but, it's time. Let's just hope he can get some really good matches before then, because I'd like to see him go one-on-one with John Cena one more time. And maybe see him with... I'd like to see him with Austin Theory, to be honest. I feel like he can give him a good boost in his, career. Austin Theory get the win over him. Gloats about beating a legend in Edge and whatnot, and just makes him a better star, But yeah, he's not long for this world of wrestling, man. Edge at some point is gonna have to, say fuck it. He came back, he did his thing, he was still amazing, but it's time for him to fucking hang it up before something ends up happening to the guy, because we don't want the guy to fucking, have another fucking broken neck or anything else happen to him to where, he's paralyzed or worse. But, Edge is on his way out, and we got to respect that shit. But other than that, let's see. We got some news on Sasha Banks. As you guys know, Sasha Banks is most likely going to Japan. I think Wrestle Kingdom's next week. I'm going to try to cover it live. If I don't cover it live, we'll come back to the channel and we'll actually do the replay of it. And we'll do that. Because I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning or some shit like that. And, us people over here in America, we're probably sleeping. So, but Sasha Banks, she's actually been, how to say it?
This is confusing.
Yeah. She basically got released back in the summer because she wanted to negotiate a better payout deal. She wanted to be making the same money as Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, fucking Charlotte, and all those other stupid bitches. And they told her no. They told her that she was not worth it, that she had reached her peak, and they basically just wanted her to go back to doing the same stupid shit that they had her doing. And she said, fuck that. I'm going to go out here and do what I got to do to make more money. So she filed all her trademarks. She wasn't allowed to wrestle for the rest of the year, but that's why we're getting her at Wrestle Kingdom next week, next year, whatever, in January, because her contract's up at the end of the year. So after this week, Sasha Banks is no longer contracted to WWE. She can go out and do whatever she wants. She can even, I don't know, show up on Rampage or AEW Dynamite and be Paige's tag team partner. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. But if she's contracted, or she contracts with New Japan, she's going to be able to do a lot more things, man, because, she'll be her own boss. And Mercedes, Monet is her gonna be her new name, I guess. That's gonna be a great thing for her, man, because she's gonna be able.
Mercedes Monet.
Monet is like another word for money.
That's dumb.
Well, if it makes her money and she's out there killing it, fuck it. Who cares? We just want to see Sasha Banks back in the ring. Like I said, if she goes to Japan and it's legit, she's gonna be able to go anywhere she wants, like AEW, Impact if she wanted to. Hell, she could even show up in GCW, bro. Like, Sasha Banks can do whatever she wants. And people are going to pay for her because she is a bad bitch. Like, I don't care what anybody says. She's a great women's wrestler. She's, like, top 10 in the world of women's wrestling. I'd say top 5, honestly. Top 3, even. But Sasha Banks is going to be making some moves. New Japan is... They're promoting her for Wrestle Kingdom, but they're not saying whether or not it's a match. So she might just come out there and set up a match with Kairi Sane if Kairi Sane's going to be defending her title at Wrestle Kingdom. And then maybe later on we'll get them to at another New Japan pay-per-view. But, yeah, man. Just WWE being selfish and not knowing what they have with Sasha Banks. Because Sasha Banks under the Triple H era, she would have been fucking phenomenal. Like, there is nothing Triple H wouldn't have given her. But Triple H wasn't there to do negotiations with her back in the summer because... As we know, Vince McMahon was still in charge, and he was the one who was like, no, she reached her peak, fuck her. She's not blonde, she doesn't have fake tits and a big ass. Well, Sasha Banks got a nice ass. But she's not their cup of tea, so they got rid of her. And it's bullshit. But, like I said, hope to see her in Japan because, like I said, she's going to make a big name for herself. Also, they're talking about AJ Styles potentially making an appearance at Wrestle Kingdom, which if that happened, that would be fucking amazing. Because could you imagine AJ Styles coming back to Wrestle Kingdom? I mean, Carl Anderson's already going to be there. So why not let AJ go for one good fucking cameo if that's all that it needs to be? Just like Shinsuke's going to be in the Pro Wrestling Noah to take on Great Muta for his final tour. So, but that just, to me, that's okay. But then they turn around and it's been reported that Triple H was going to fire Devon Dudley because he wanted to make an appearance at an ECW house show or an ECW tribute show or whatever the fuck it was. And, you know, I understand why they did it. It's because they didn't want him risking any kind of injury being signed to them. But if you've got Carl Anderson that's going out and doing this shit, and you've got Shinsuke going out and doing this shit, it's not fair to then tell, you know, Devon that he can't do it. It's like, you know, this guy is ECW. Like, ECW without Devon, without Bubba fucking Ray, like, it's not ECW. But, you know, they're picking and choosing what they want to do, who they want to do it for, and whatnot. And to be honest, it's still the same old WWE. Just saying. 1 second. I think somebody's out there. I'm going to look real quick. Okay. All right. Okay. False alarm.
And you call me nosy.
Whatever.
You're the one talking about where are they at? They've been gone forever.
Oh, you never know. They could have got, like, kidnapped and they're being tortured somewhere. And we could have helped. Yeah. But,
we could have helped and got ourselves kidnapped, too.
I guess. Miro. Where the fuck is Miro, you're asking, right? Apparently, Tony Khan hasn't had anything for him creatively, which is bullshit. You bring somebody in like Miro, you should have something for him all the fucking time. He's fucking amazing. But, I guess what had happened was Miro's super sexy, flexible wife, CJ Perry, she gave an interview and basically didn't trash Tony Khan, but basically just said Tony Khan has his favorites and he's going to push his favorites. And then she referenced Rusev Day and talking about how Miro at some point is going to go back to the WWE. Now, if I'm the owner of a company and I know your wife's out there saying this shit, I'm probably going to keep you off TV too, because why would I sit here and make you a better star for you then to turn around and go to AEW or go to WWE again? Which, like I said, not everyone can go back to WWE. There's going to be a point where they can't put everybody on television, and people are going to be frustrated just as much as they are in AEW right now. So really, they just got to sit there, wait their fucking turn. Tony Khan needs to be better at fucking booking his shows, because there's no reason we should get the Ass Boys, Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh, all in one fucking week, two different times on Rampage and on fucking Dynamite. Like, there's no reason for guys like that to be taking up TV time when you got FTR, Jungle Boy, Ricky Starks, Ethan Page. You got guys like that that need to be out there. Miro, fucking Wardlow, and they're nowhere to be seen. And it's ridiculous, man. But yeah, that's where Miro's been. He's basically just been at home fucking his flexible wife, getting paid to do it because, you know, you got too many people out here talking trash. You know, if people would just, you know, not talk shit and do their job as they're told, slave mentality, right? Miro would probably be on TV, but his wife's making things difficult for him. It's the same thing with Brian Cage. When Brian Cage is off television for so long, it was because his wife was out there giving interviews that she shouldn't have, and she was basically making it worse for him because you got Tony Khan listening to all this shit. He listens to everything, and basically Tony Khan just like, you know what, we're not going to put you on TV right now. Get your fucking wife under control. Maybe we will. It sucks.
Like somebody's a little upset.
Yeah, it sucks to say that, but I mean, when he's the boss, right? But yeah, a lot of shit going on in wrestling. This week, this Friday, we will be doing the live watch along to SmackDown. We didn't do one last week because last week's was taped and it just really didn't matter. But maybe every other week, just depending on what the SmackDown card looks like, we might start picking that up on the channel and doing the watch alongs for those Friday nights. We're not doing Raw because Raw sucks right now. I'm just gonna tell you guys that it sucks. It's fucking Raw. It sucks. There's no world champion on Raw. Roman Reigns doesn't show up. There's no tag team champions on Raw. You know, all you got is the United States Championship, and then you got Damage Control and Alexa Bliss there every fucking weekend. I just don't really care for those kind of people, man. Like I said, Raw has been really lame since Triple H took over. It really hasn't gotten any better. It's the same old shit. If anything, SmackDown has gotten a lot better. But as far as Raw and NXT, it's the same shit, man. It's like Vince McMahon never left. It's like Bruce Pritchard's back there fucking producing all these damn shows or whatever. But, oh, you get hungry over there?
I told you.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the news, you guys. I mean, you guys want to chime in on something, talk. I'm here for the next 20 minutes. If not, we're just going to chill here and probably get off soon. I'm going to cook for her. and then we're gonna get on some Red Dead Redemption. Do you want Red Dead Redemption? You want to start that tonight, or do you want to continue your Legend of Zelda?
We can do that if you want.
You want to do Zelda?
Wait just a second.
She's not even paying attention. She's got this central perk over here, and she's just fucking loving it.
I mean, if you want to play your game, you can play your game.
Yeah, but you got to play it too, because remember, I tried to get you on it the first time, and you were like, "You're gonna make me start this in the middle? I'd rather start it at the beginning." Now I'm trying to start at the beginning for you, and you're over here like, "Oh, let me get this all built and have nothing enough to play later."
You got me this, so...
Yeah, and you need to take your damn time on it.
I can't.
Well, if I start losing pieces, you will.
That's rude.
Yeah, but not much going on in wrestling. Like I said, I just had to get the last podcast out, or get the third podcast out before the end of the year, and that's what we're doing today. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. There's nothing else to report right now until something big happens. But, you know. Boo what? The laundry? I know. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to chill here for, the next 5 minutes. I see 3 people in the chat. Somebody say something. I mean, if not, it's okay. You don't have to. But we will be back on here in about a good 30 minutes to an hour with either some Red Dead gameplay or some Zelda gameplay. If you guys want to vote in the chat, you can. What should we play? Zelda? Should we play Red Dead? Should we do Super Smash Bros. Melee? Because we did just get that. We got a lot of possibilities, guys. You just got to let us know. But if that's it, that's it. I'm going to put on some music before we head out of here.
That's not right.
Let's see. Get some tunes playing just because. But yeah, how was everybody's Christmas over the weekend or holidays? Did you get anything nice? Did you get anything you want to talk about? I got some cool shit, I know that. Maybe next year we get a big wrestling belt, our lightsaber.
Even if I would have got you a lightsaber, they don't release until like get it.
What doesn't release in April? You could have got me another one. We're gonna have multiple lightsabers. Come on, woman. Yep. Hold on, because I'm about to end this, and then when I end this, I'm going to after we eat, get back on. That's it for the news, you guys. Not sure what else to say right now until I find out some more news and do the next podcast. Maybe on the next podcast we get somebody on talking with us. Maybe Hercules, Maybe somebody else that subscribes to the channel will get them on there to get their opinions about some shit. But other than that, we ain't got no more else. She's a nerd.
Says the one that's talking about
But alright, we hit the 41 mark. About to head out of here in a second, you guys. If nobody's gonna say anything in the chats. Because I can see you guys lurking. That's okay though. Maybe they'll talk in the next stream. Like I said, we'll be back on in about 30 minutes to an hour with either some Zelda gameplay or some Red Dead gameplay. Not too sure yet, but we're gonna figure it out. Thanks again for watching, those who did, and those for chiming in. And until next time, I guess, I will see you guys here in a little bit, and you guys take it easy. Wolfpack out.
Didn't see the signs right in front of me. used to